one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, what's up, you all? It's us again. Today we're going to talk about all things Christmas.
I don't know about all things
Uh,
Christmas.
all things Christmas.
I mean, I'll talk about Christmas, but I don't know about all things Christmas.
Yeah.
But I will say this, since it is getting posted on the close to the day. Merry Chrysler, everyone.
Chrysler.
Yeah, Merry Chrysler. The OGs know about it. Hashtag Vine.
Oh, I missed out on Vine. Every time somebody mentions Vine, I get in my feelings. I'm not even gonna lie. I missed out on Vine.
I mean, me too, but you just watch all the YouTube videos and you catch yourself right up.
Yeah, all the people that are like big right now in their success.
How old do you think Vine is? It's not Jesus and his birth of Christmas old.
No, it's not. But I heard all the people that are really big on like social media, as far as like making those kind of videos, they came off Vine.
I mean, kinda. Some of them.
Majority of them, especially like the black ones, they came off of it. Like the comedians that are actually doing stand up and things, they came off Vine. All I hear is like, I had 5 seconds to make people laugh, and I moved on to what was that? Instagram. They gave people this many minutes, and then TikTok came, and on and so forth. But everyone that I come across, they say they started from Vine. And I was going through a lot of stuff when Vine was doing its own thing. I was trying to finish college, and my head was just in the books. So I missed out on a lot of
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is I missed out on Vine too, and I don't regret it. In the same way, I'm not regretting missing out on TikTok. I don't care.
You still got room. You got like 2 more weeks to get a TikTok before they ban it. They're gonna ban it in January.
That's fine. Honestly,
you don't
it's
care?
long overdue.
I care because I was building a following on there. My followers was up. I'm not following anybody, and everybody was gravitating towards my fitness stuff. I'm gonna miss it. That was
Yeah, well,
an outburst.
what you need to do, no, that's what we need on this channel. We need emotion, we need it raw. And that's why you have to be like, hey, kind of like on Twitter, everybody's going to like Blue Sky or something like that. Be like, hey, come follow me over here.
Wait,
so
what?
just do that. I don't know. It's like it's supposed to be the replacement Twitter. I don't know. I haven't gone over.
I'm gonna look into that because I already started my other YouTube channel, following and things. So
okay,
yeah.
I mean, you do what you need to, do what you want, but that's all you got to do. Be like, hey, it's coming to an end, you guys.
Yeah.
So go follow me over here.
But as far as Christmas goes, my partner, she's coming in tomorrow, so we are gonna hang up Christmas lights. We are going to get do a family photo. It's cheesy, but I like the cheesiness of it. I'm a big fan.
I mean, that's fine. It's what we call a Christmas tradition.
Yeah.
So it's fine, you know.
Yeah.
I've never once in my life, never once in a day, have I ever done a family Christmas card or a holiday greeting card or whatever it's called. I've never once in a day done one of those. So don't care.
Not even in college.
Never as a kid, not as a mid-teen, never as a teen, never as a young adult, not as an adult. Never. I don't know about. I don't like my picture being taken. It's not like I don't like my picture being taken. I just don't. Never think about it.
So
never want to do it. You want to see how I smile? I'm just like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. When you get that photo with your mom at the pier. Yeah, it was. So this is actually going to be my first Christmas photo.
She's a Christmas virgin.
Yeah, basically. But so it's like I'm like in the same boat. always been open to it. Just the fact that my family never did it. It was just like, oh,
It's like one of those dying traditions, I think. I don't ever get holiday greeting cards, but to be fair, I don't have that many friends, and I don't know that many, and I know even less families. So I don't get family Christmas cards. I don't know if it's still like a strong tradition or if it's a dying out thing, kind of like Christmas caroling. So
Christmas caroling is unfortunately definitely dying out.
I don't think the word unfortunately needs to be in there, but it is dying out. I hate Christmas caroling. I I don't like people coming to my house and whatnot. I don't like any of that.
It's one of those things where it's like, it just the world just kind of been through so much. I don't think anybody would really tolerate somebody coming to their house singing. People are just really big on their own privacy, especially on like property that they own.
I guess.
So
Anyway, so 16% of Americans don't participate in Christmas carol. Or no, only 16% of Americans participate in Christmas caroling, which means the other percentage of people, they don't. And I'm of the the population that say Christmas caroling needs to die. I never liked when I was a kid going to the other people's houses, knocking on the door and singing to them, and I definitely don't like it when they come to my house trying to sing to me. So I think it's one of those ones that should be dying out, honestly. But I was a kid in early 2000s, so this is before the internet, before all that nonsense, before being socially awkward, things of that nature. So having me being said that Christmas caroling needs to die, and it was just awkward and weird. It's not because of like the culture today. It's because I think it's weird.
true story starring me.
Okay, great, love it.
My partner and I, we are actually going to an outside Christmas event. Yeah, it's actually happening next week. So, yeah, we're gonna have like our sweaters on, be outside. Remember, I told you we don't get snow, so it's actually it was. We don't get snow like at all. So, yeah, more than likely it's probably going to be warm. We're going to be outside. You know, I did a Christmas event today with the fire department and the police department. So the fire department, they delivered Santa. The police department delivered the Grinch, and I delivered Coca-Cola Christmas bear.
As you do.
So, yeah.
Any other holiday traditions do you do? Did you put up a tree?
Like
nowadays, like now when you're a kid.
I want to get back into that. I really do.
Okay.
The only thing is like by my partner, by her like being like away, I can still put it up, but it's kind of like one of those things where it's like it will only be really for my benefit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're still into that very much so.
I mean, it's not that I'm against Christmas trees. It's just I don't like all of the Christmas decorations, just because it's like it feels pointless just to decorate for only like a small percentage of the time. Trees are nice. Fake trees are better just because they're technically better for the environment. But there's nothing that beats like a nice tree dying in your living room, fashioned with ornaments to cheer on the holidays. I've never actually had a real tree in the house because my mom refused to have it due to the pine needles falling off. She says I will not clean up after all of that, so I refuse to have a real tree for Christmas. And I'm like, okay, fair enough.
You can recycle a real Christmas tree. Majority of real Christmas trees still have roots. That's what goes into like the pot. When you're done with it, you just take all the things off and you just replant. But that's if a person is very, very conscious about the environment. The average folks that get like real Christmas trees, they do exactly what you said. They just recycle it.
Well, I mean, typically they just chop it, so there is no more root system. You just put the stem in the water, and then it's
So
basically just a giant flower in a vase at that point.
it depends on where you get it from. Like,
Oh yeah, most people aren't getting it with the roots on, I don't think.
yeah,
So
especially in the cities, like here in the state of Oregon, uh, they get their stuff with the roots still in there. It's
yeah, I've
just
never
like
seen
what it is.
that, but
Yeah,
I've never had a real tree.
and that's what I would call a real tree because the roots are still in there. If you pull that joint up, you see everything. You just plop it back into a place or whatever, and then if you and then I guess like the person will say, okay, what if I want a big tree and I want to replant it? Yeah, guess what? You get people to install that big tree right back into your wherever you got it from. That's how they do it here, and then it just recycles.
I mean, I might as well just.
You say you ain't trying to do all that.
It's mainly just if I might as well just keep it in the ground, put it in my front yard, and just decorate that every year. You know,
You could do it like that.
you
You
just got to
could.
keep the lights on.
People
Like you
do
don't
that.
need to take them off. You just keep the lights on, and then you just decorate it.
People actually do that here. They
And
decorate.
honestly, I'm behind that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, people decorate their trees and their real trees in their yard.
I mean, people did that back in Michigan too.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
definitely.
about here in Illinois. I don't go driving around. I don't have a
See,
car.
yeah, see, I think in the city, I think that's a luxury. Here, it's
I
a
mean, I think people will just decorate their bushes because everybody's got
yeah,
some
like a
bushes.
super city kind of
Yeah,
thing.
and it's not even like fun lights. It's just those white lights.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm the person. If you're gonna decorate. Go all out.
yeah,
Put the multicolored cheapo or antique looking lights
yeah.
on the outside of your house. Make a whole display of it, a whole shebang. Just make a whole thing out of it. Don't just put a couple of lights out and be like, "Ooh, 'tis the season." No, you put the wreath on the door. You get the mistletoe. You get the antique lights. You get the blow up dolls on the front lawn. The one with Santa, the snowman, Rudolph, all of it. You do the works. You have little light shows. You everything, Frank. If you are going to decorate, you need to decorate. That is my opinion. Don't just put a wreath on the door that you just bought from Macy's that day and the white lights in your bushes that you barely touched and you just kind of like threw it on there, really. Like that's not it. That's not the vibe.
We do the Christmas like cooking and stuff. We definitely do that. Like I'm a big fan of pumpkin pie, pumpkin cake, pumpkin everything. He's a big fan. Our dog Socks. He's a really big fan of pumpkin. My partner, she doesn't like pumpkin recipes and things that much, but she knows how to do them. She does them for people. Um, do you all do like any Christmas native foods?
Um, really, my partner is more festive than I am, so
Mm,
he actually he puts out his own little tree. He does his little ornaments. He'll put up like a little wreath. He'll
mm,
do the small stuff. It's a small apartment,
mm.
and you know, we don't do any like food or anything. It's not like we don't have family coming over to do that stuff with. So, um, I don't know what the clubs do around here, but I do like the idea of just like
The clubs in
Stanza
Boys,
stripper.
I'm pretty sure uh, somebody in Boys Town is the Santa stripper,
I
just
okay.
giving out gifts, if you know what I mean.
I like the idea that there is like a gay Santa, if you will. So he delivers the presents, and then he's just like, ho, ho, ho.
Wearing
And then you catch him, and he's like, oh, ho, ho.
wearing probably like a two piece.
A two piece. No, it's a one piece. It's a leotard.
Yep.
Um, and he has like a little box around the waist.
Mhm.
It's just a Christmas present.
Yep.
And so he's just like, no, no, no. Oh, ho, ho, ho. A ho, 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 and no, no, no.
100%.
Um, or it's like a Grinch and Santa duo.
Yeah.
So like Santa is putting the presents down, and then the Grinch comes through and he does a little bend and snap as he takes away your gifts, and he's just like, "No Christmas for you," and then he goes.
I really hate that kinky like dessert shop that used to be by you all left, man, because it looked like they would do. You
Yeah,
remember? It looked like they
yeah.
would have done something like that, like kinky Christmas.
Now it's a matcha shop, so
That's
green tis the
probably
season.
that's probably boring.
I don't know. I haven't gone in yet.
It's a reason why you haven't gone in yet.
Is there?
You went into the other place.
I mean, it's because I haven't had a chance to. Frank, it just opened not like 3 weeks ago.
Told me.
And I don't go that way. You know me. I don't expand my horizons, especially not during the Christmas season. Everybody's out, everything's expensive, and I'm just ready for people to just be out of my way.
Yeah, they definitely do those holiday surcharges, fortunately.
Which is so weird and so bad. Like I get it, but ew. Do you have any like funny holiday memories? Because I got a couple. Um, like my sister got a karaoke machine.
Okay.
We got gifts thrown out with wrapping paper. Um, what is it? A Christmas dinner fiascos, cutting my hand open with a knife. Oh yeah, and I did have to go to the hospital on that one. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Like,
Oh, I just slit my hand open. It's fine.
I wonder what doctors and nurses actually see when people are in the ER on Christmas or Christmas Eve.
People like me who slice their hand open with a knife.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Um.
was in 7th grade, and I was like, "Dad, can I have your knife to open this gift?" And he's like, "Sure." And he whips it out, like per usual. And I was opening it. And I was going away from myself. You're supposed to cut away, and I was cutting away. But then the knife, but I think my hand was like at the opposite end, and like I was cutting, and it just hit a snag there for a second. But all that force and whatnot, physics, and then it came and just like sliced. I still have the scar. I could show you if my camera was working, so I could show you. But it's right on like a inch below where the joint is for my thumb. It's right next to my wrist. It's like this little cut, and I was just like, oh my god, oh my god. I like calmly went up to my mom. I was like, Mom, and I just showed it to her. She's like, what? And so then they had to take me to the hospital and whatnot. And they were kind of like flipping out, which was making me freak out. And I'm like, am I gonna die?
It's hilarious.
And they were just like, no, you're not gonna die. It's fine. We just have to drive for 45 minutes to the hospital. Because my grandma lived out in the middle of nowhere.
It's hilarious. I would say, the fun memories that we just had was. I don't know. I just love getting surprises from my siblings. Like that's gonna always go down in history for me. Like I literally got anything and everything that I wanted. Like I remember they'll always call and be like, "Yo, what does Terrence, what does Frank want for Christmas?" And I got to talk to him. Like little kid all the way to. I ain't gonna lie, man. My siblings were still buying me presents all the way to the age of 25.
Oh wow, so late. Mine stopped buying me stuff as soon as I was like 13.
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't. I don't think they loved you enough.
It's
Right?
mainly because we don't have money.
We didn't have money. They worked. My siblings, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Like they
To
worked.
be fair, my sister has 2 kids, 2 dogs, a cat, and a whole house that she's paying for in this economy. So let's be real. I don't really need a gift from her. It's okay.
Yeah. No, I get you. I mean, all my siblings, they had children. What they did was, like I said, like we didn't have like much, so it was much like all of them had like 2 to 3 jobs. I remember all of them worked at the mall. One of the coolest things that my sister did, my big sister, that she still is freaking phenomenal. I still get advice from her to this day. But I remember her buying everybody Air Jordans in
As you
early
do.
2000s, and just they were hundreds of dollars. And she was like, I'm gonna get you a pair, you a pair." She got my other siblings a pair, and it was just freaking cool. And my siblings, they still invest in me to this very day, even me being 30 years old. And I pray to God that I'm able to do that for them, because it's not a lot of people can say that their siblings still invest in them, even 29 plus years old. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I made blankets for all my nieces and nephews, but I didn't do
Works.
nothing for my family.
No, that works. I mean, look, that's enough. You know what I mean? It's one of those
Yeah,
things.
but it's not like for my actual siblings or parents. It's just for the other kids.
Yeah, but everything counts. Is when it comes to like holiday gifts and things from like siblings, um, it's the thought behind it. You know what I mean? It's the thought to be able to say like, I went out of my way to put somebody first. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess.
I believe it counts. Like I said, remember it's 6 of us total. So there is always going to be a lot of them just naturally working to get things that my parents at the time just couldn't provide for them. I think that's just every family that have a lot of family
And
members, you know.
remember, kids, it's not about the gift. It's about the heart behind the gift that
You
counts.
have that. You have that, you know. Um
Which is also a crock of bull, because I
I got
want my toaster oven in socks.
so one of the gifts that I got for myself, I got my CPR and AED certification two
That
days.
is not what you need, Frank. Everybody knows that a man needs underwear and socks Christmas on Christmas gifts. That is what every man needs.
I
It doesn't
mean,
matter his age, it doesn't matter his height, it doesn't matter his weight, it doesn't matter his ethnicity, no nothing. Every man needs Christmas socks and Christmas underwear. Everybody knows that. It's just the rule.
actually don't like. I've never been a fan of like Christmas underwear. I think they overdo it with
Christmas
the.
underwear in the sense of like you're getting a gift on Christmas. That is underwear.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
I,
no, I no, because Christmas underwear is kind of nasty in the sense of like it's red and green and it kind of looks like Santa, and then there's a pouch for your hoo ha.
I actually don't mind it. I think as long as the quality is there. But I understand. I know. I get what you're saying.
Or it's supposed to look like Rudolph, but his nose is, a certain cylinder.
What was the worst and best Christmas present?
Worst and best Christmas present? Oh, I don't know. I guess the worst Christmas present was not getting a present at all.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I don't know. I guess I got popcorn, like the popcorn kernels. I think
That's
that would probably be one of the
bad.
worst.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, I don't eat popcorn like that, so I always appreciate the gesture and the gift, and I try and eat it. But I still have the popcorn kernels from 4 years ago,
Okay.
so it's like, I don't know. But then per the theme, we get some socks, and that's probably one of the best Christmas presents. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Um, Best Christmas present. Well, I did get a new sewing machine this year. It actually just arrived today.
Oh,
Um,
congratulations.
yes, so that was kind of part of my Christmas present to myself.
Okay.
Because my other one kind of died. And I'm trying to be nicer about this sort of stuff, buy myself gifts. I don't even remember what I got myself last year.
Nothing.
Probably something stupid. To be real. The holiday spirit, maybe that's what I got myself.
Mhm.
Or no, and then I think the best gift I've ever given is the gift of my continuous employment at work.
Okay.
Like I could just not be there. I could just not show up and they could be, fully screwed. But here I am, giving of myself to this work.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm kidding. So okay, then I'm gonna reverse it back to you. I'm gonna use my Uno reverse card and ask you what your favorite and worst gift was. Or best and worst, not favorite. We don't care about her.
Um, the worst was I got what I wanted, but two people got me the same thing because I told two people that I wanted the same thing, thinking that one of the people weren't gonna get it for me. So for me to actually get the best gift out of the one who I just was like, hey, can you take this back? It took a couple of weeks for me to actually get the gift properly. So I learned as a little kid, like, hey, it's best to just ask one person for one thing if they offer and just chance it. If they get it for you, they get it for you. If they don't, they don't. The best Christmas gift that I got, my sister bought me, and I'm still infatuated by trains and fire trucks. I still love them. She got me this huge fire truck that's still big to this very day. It was like
Oh,
this.
so big.
What's it? So one. It was like this 2.5 foot long fire truck with working lights, a working ladder. Um, it was remote control. The ladder worked. The
Oh,
wheels
it goes up
worked.
and down.
All of those, and it was 80. I think it was $89 to $90 when she got it from KV Toys. Now, do the inflation on that for back in what 2002.
I don't know, $100. I don't know.
I mean, in today's money, that would probably be about 150, 180.
Well, 59.99 and 19.99 was the equivalent of about $111. So maybe that'll help.
Probably. But it was definitely around like that amount. And she got that for me. She had got my nephew one, and then she got me one because I seen his and I wanted his. And it was pretty generous of her because, she didn't have to do that. But, especially for that amount. The second one was Power Rangers. Like my brother, any Power Ranger I wanted, he got it for me. It was hands down for Christmas or my birthday. Never forget that.
It's
Yeah.
fair.
So I
Well,
had a really cool childhood, man. Like
I mean, hey,
I
that's
don't
all that
know.
matters.
Like I was sheltered, but I still got freaking cool gifts. There were some people that were sheltered and they got nothing. Like they didn't get no love, didn't get no gift. I
I mean,
got
I got religious trauma, but I still had some really fun times and great memories. Like,
yeah, you found fun in like your traumatic experiences, and that counts too.
yeah,
You know?
exactly.
I mean, like I said, I have like some too, but even though I was sheltered, like I got cool gifts to stay in the house with. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But Yeah, he got me any kind of Power Ranger I wanted. My big sister got me any kind of toy that was just like that big amount. I even got Techno. Remember Techno the dog? That was not cheap.
Mm.
That
Yeah.
dog was equivalent to $150, $180 today.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sounds about right.
Because it was hands down, I think they got it from Radio Shack. And you had to train it and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
yeah, I got that joint. So, but again, it was one of those things where it was just like, you get him these things, he's not going to want to go outside. I still wanted to go outside,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
They didn't want me bringing none of my toys outside at all.
Well, on that lively note, we are getting kind of down on our time of Christmas. I have other gifts to open. You have other holidays to celebrate. So we appreciate everybody who has been tuning in. We hope you have a merry holiday or happy holiday, however holiday you want to say it. And if you do enjoy this video and others like it, we ask that you give us a follow or a subscribe, whichever one the platform allows. Like the video, give us comments about your favorite holiday tradition, and we will see you next week in our next episode.